you go. Check it. Can you hear me? Can you hear? Is it loading?
Yeah, it just gives a delay. It's just like you said, delay.
Oh yeah. Oh, shalom. Oh, shalom, Malak Ahab. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Shabrakatah. So first and foremost, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. We give double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone for teaching this truth time and time again. So as we men of the Lord, and all other elders that teach the light doctrine, teaching us and showing us what we should be doing, telling us to be on fire, because this is the end of days. These are the end of this kingdom, the end of what everyone has been talking about. And they put that spirit on us to lift up that banner, because we're over here by Victoria Gardens. Of course, they don't want us in the mall, so we don't have to be over a little bit at the edge. Right here on a busy street. What street is this? It's fine. So we're going to start up, because they told us to be on fire and preach this truth until they start. So you're starting to see that Esau, Edom, they're getting scared. The gates of the nobles, that they're going to start causing issues for you not to be able to speak the truth, start arresting people. Look at it, was in Australia, you make an offense that's offensive to a certain type of person, you can be put in jail and you can be taken up. They're making it that they're scared. They're scared. There's going to be a terror in Egypt because of what the man of the Lord has been speaking for 30 plus years, and to this day, which is now we're seeing the prophecies being fulfilled. Now we're seeing that these people are shaking in their boots. And that's what the Lord has told us to do. So we're going to go through Isaiah, the 13th chapter, all through prophecy. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. Lift up a banner upon the high mountain. So in this kingdom, which everyone sees that it's the greatest kingdom that have ever faced on earth, that is more beautiful, that it's decked with gold and all that stuff. We're lifting up a banner, and that's this Bible, these prophecies. Because the Lord said that the men of the Lord, if they're in the spirit of Yahushua, they're in the spirit of prophecy. You want to grab that? Revelations 19, verse 10. So he said, lift up that banner, which is this banner, this word, and that's the spirit that we're coming in, the spirit of these prophecies that the Lord has put forth and set forth. This is the brother Malak Lab. This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 21. That make a man an offender for a word. So now, because the famine of the word is starting to, is about to be set forth, that you can't even say certain things. You can't even say see him. Or that's you took it off the page, but now they're going to cause you to be a prisoner, cause you to be a terrorist by just speaking the truth, lifting up this banner. Revelations 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me. So this is John, and he fell and worshiped because he's seen the glorious of an angel. This is an angel, a celestial being. And what did the angel say? See thou do it not. See, he said, stop doing that. Why are you doing that? Why? I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren. So we are the angels that are in a low estate on this earth. Messengers lifting up this banner, telling it that the prophecies and the kingdom of heaven is at hand. He said, you're doing the same thing. Well, I'm doing the same thing you're doing. That have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach. And what is the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach? What is that? If you're doing that, you're in the same spirit as the angels. Worship God. Worship God. For the testimony of Yahushua. And not only God, Yahweh, and the only how you can worship him is through Yahushua, his testimony.
is the spirit of prophecy.
Spirit of prophecy. So people just driving around. It's thousands of people come to Victoria Gardens every day. Let's see if they're in the same state of mind. Shopping is it's an outdoor mall. Let's see what they're going to do. So we're going to continue in that precept from the brother and lay a snare for him that reproveth of the gate. So we're lifting up the banner and we're telling them, hey, prophecy is coming in this book. And they're making us a offender of the word. And now it's going to be illegal to speak this thing, to speak the truth. And to reprove them in the gate. So they're telling them, hey, Satan. They're telling them, like people like that America, Babylon the gate is going to be destroyed. And you're going to be destroyed with it. So they're telling them that you can't do this. You can't do certain situations. You can't speak the truth. You tell them, hey, you're, being a LGBT, whatever, is going to get you destroyed. Well, they're saying, no, that's illegal. You're being offensive to us. Now you're going to be an offender and you're going to be a terrorist now. And turn aside the just for things that are not empty. Turn the evil to good. Saying that the things that will be just and be good for you. Hey, if you don't eat pork, you're going to be in better health. If you go to follow the dietary laws, you're going to be in better health. But they say, nope, we just want to eat this nothingness food. Go to McDonald's right here and be destroyed. This is back in Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2. And lift up a banner upon the high mountain and exalt thy voice. So be loud. Did they say go just out there, just only do sit downs, or they say go out in the forest? They said exalt thy voice. He wants to be heard. The Lord said he was going to preach it throughout the kingdoms of the earth. And we're supposed to tell people without being hiding, without anything, that things is happening. That the truth is, because they see these things happening. Some of them are simple. It was the brother went in and he edified a person that I thought he was scoffing, but then end up convincing the gainsayer, and then he started probably be able to be a believer. Telling them, because some people just don't know. They haven't heard. They've been under a rock. So you just have to rebuke them. That's why we're out here telling them. And shake thy hand. So they're making they said shake, that's unlikely to like rebuke someone. So now they're making a person, you rebuke them, say you can't do that, because you're going to be destroyed. Sin causes death. And now they're making you an offender for it. But he said, shake thy hand, and they may go into the gates of the nobles. So now you see what the devil sees, and they're shaking in their boots. They're saying, dang, terror shall be in it. They're saying, dang, maybe these people are the children of God. Why? Maybe they are correct. Maybe what they're saying really has something. We'll go back into that. Let's grab it. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. I'm going to start at 10. This is the mindset of Esau Edom. Let us oppress the poor and righteous men. The poor and righteous. Who are those? Those so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. The children of Israel. The real. And then the speckled birds that look kind of like the nations, but you can tell because their spirit bears witness. That's Romans the 13th chapter. 11. Let us oppress the poor righteous men, and let us not spare the widow, no reverence the ancient gray hairs of his age. So we're seeing that Esau Edom, they're in their pride as high as possible. So they're saying, let's just destroy them all. They're the weeds of the earth. Margaret Sanger, all of them. They said these people, they're the problem. So they're changing things to nothingness, and they're saying, no, all this stuff is happening because of these people. Let us not spare them. So they're when they were giving out the juicy juice, what people did they say? They said it in the exact same order that our elders have been saying it. The so-called blacks, they said the words, the bywords and prywords or whatever the heck it's called. So-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, like this rebellious, wicked-ass nigga right there. Let our strength be in the law of our justice. So make an offender. How does the Esau Edom use his power? He uses it by his laws, his what is those things called? Decrees that he said you can't do this.
Unrighteous decrees.
Unrighteous decrees. You know what that is? Isaiah, I believe.
Isaiah
10.
I'm gonna hold that. Isaiah. Yeah.
For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. So why does he say that is nothing worth? You found it?
All right. Yeah, right here. Okay, I got you. Isaiah, the 10th chapter. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Unrighteous decrees. So you can't say nothing about the alphabet people. You can't say nothing about the word of God being spoke about who are the real children of Yahweh Bashim Shai. If you say anything about the JWOs, they're putting it in law. And now we're getting counted as terrorists of white supremacists. They call them white supremacists, but they're knowing that white supremacists hate our so-called people, but they say now Latinos can be by using these agents to control opposition, like the Proud Boys, because he has some fucking conquistador that kind of has a Spanish name. But you forgot they have the Spanish names because they got taken over by the Portugals and by the Spain. So I don't understand. When you call yourself Hispanic, you are calling yourself after your freaking oppressor, the person that conquered your land, raped your women, and killed you. So you're calling and you having grace onto that. But woe unto you that made those unrighteous decrees. That means destruction. That's what we're going to talk about, destruction of Babylon the Great.
Continue on. Verse 2. To turn aside the needy from judgment.
So that's just like this is saying, he said that they oppress the poor and righteous man, and let us not spare the widow, nor reverence of the gray man, for dropping a little bit down, for which feeble is found to be nothing worth. So they saying like, yeah, they're not doing anything in this world. They're just being weeds on the planet. They're doing all these simple things. So read it again
From the top.
Verse 2.
Verse 2. To turn aside, Isaiah 10 and 2. To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
The poor of Yahweh Bashim Shai's people, not other people of Yahweh. They're all these nations, but especially Esau Edom, with these laws are against our people, the children of Yahweh Bashim Shai, the poor, the ones that are needed, the ones that are starving, the ones that first fire, last hire, the ones that have all the medical disease, medical problems, because what's happening? They don't have good health care. They're not supplied with good enough food. They have all these situations, but they're saying these laws that punish those people.
That widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
That they may rob the fatherless. That widows may be their prey. So they caused this, Title 4D, and they use our woman to destroy our men. And then after that, they said, well, you guys are the reason. It's the black woman's fault. They're the ones that are not. And now they're destroyed. Now they're destroyed. So they made them prey. They preyed on our people just like in slavery. The women, they would rape them and make them change their mind to hate our people. And then, can you read the last part again?
To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that the widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
Rob the fatherless. The children that our people. What's the number one single woman household is our people. Those people that have nothing, they didn't have They don't have male role models, grandfathers, because all of them were put in jail and killed. I think that's
about it on them. Yeah.
There, verse 12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous. So let's lie in wait. So now all these laws and all this stuff, let's try to snare them into a trap and get people on their side. Let's lie in wait. But the Lord said, just as when David did a prayer, and I was talking about the wicked of our people, but also Esau, Edom, let their snares and nets be upon themselves. So now nations still think you're the devil, because you are. Because he is not for our turn. So the Lord told us to lift up a banner in Babylon the Great, to lift up that banner and tell them that they're doing right. That this Bible, and tell us the gates of the nobles. And these are the nobles speaking. This is because these are the nobles of them. In Wisdom of Solomon, obviously it was written by Solomon, but it was pretty much prophecy on how Esau Edom was going to act. Because they are not for our turn. So that's why shake the hand. We know that this kingdom is unrighteous. We know that all it's going to face is death. And so we're not a part of it. We said, flee from them. Get out. Flee from them. I don't want to butcher it. It's in Revelation. He said, you can also just get Micah 10 and 2. But he knows that it is not for us. It's polluted. You can grab that real quick and then we can continue. It's before.
It's right there after Acts.
Micah. Isn't it Old Testament, brother?
Yeah, I got you.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise and depart, for this is not your rest. He said, get out the midst of Babylon. Listen, he said, arise, get up, stand up, speak. Kwam Yasharala. You think that's just a fucking term? Kwam Yasharala said, rise. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you. Even with a sword destruction, that you're going to be destroyed. Because what is the sin? What happens when you sin? It's death. Death. The wages of sin is death. And back in Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter, verse 12 again, I'm still in the middle. And he is clean, contrary of our doings. So we wiped our hands from this place. We're continuous saying that this place is going to fall. That we're not trying to be in the midst of Babylon when it gets destroyed. You got one?
Yeah, I got a precept. Isaiah 47 chapter. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
So this is talking to Esau, Edom, being rebuked. Because that virgin daughter of Babylon, who has attacked, and not that bullshit Pearl Harbor, that was a false flag. But actually, and even in the mainland, nobody from an outside country has ever laid hands on Babylon the Great in this country, because this is not our country. It's Esau, Edom. And that's the Babylon, because the ancient day Babylon was attacked a couple times. It fell. But virgin daughter, what is a daughter? A daughter comes after. Sit in the dust. You know, when you're saying that, dust can be likened also to like death, but also to a low space, a low position, because they're never going to get back in power again. They're going to go straight to slavery and they're going to be destroyed. Thus said the Lord.
Continue. Yep. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Daughter of the Chaldeans, as the daughter again, that comes after, comes after, because the Chaldeans, those were the Hamites, those Magi's, and the people that practice magic. The ones that do those wizards, high-level wizards. Well, now it's more high-level wizards in Babylon the Great than ever before. And that's all they do is clear enchantments day after day.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
So everyone said that the so-called white man in America, this was the greatest place ever. That they were white as Christ. They can do no wrong. So now people see, they saying, this is the devil the Bible speaks of. The goddamn devil, the Lord has spoke and said, the son of perdition that was going to come after we have fell away and he's going to be revealed. We see him and we know who he is. And all the nations know. Everyone says if you want to, James Fonda, that fucking demon, she said, if you want all the problems of the world to go away, you got to arrest all the white men. Because they're the devil. Look at that. Any Edomite over 60 participated, majority of them, unless they're Jake, even if they're, because, even if they're a speckled bird, it's a following culture. Most people are sheep. They participated in racist activities. Remember, like the last hanging was wasn't it like 1982? I believe so, in like Florida. But I mean like Jim Crow laws and all those states calling niggas and having picnics and all that stuff. Those people are still alive.
Continue on. Mm-hmm. Continue on, verse 2. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover meal. Excuse Salakia. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers.
So that we already know the works that you have did, Esau. You have been revealed. You have been seen out. We have seen your nakedness. That you are a weak man with a lot of power because the Lord has blessed you with the sword, a blessing that you don't even know how to use properly. If you guys would have just did what's right, what would happen? But it was prophesied that you guys are the base of men. You guys are not smart. So you're going to just destroy the earth and then get put into slavery. So you have been revealed. Everyone knows who you are.
Continue verse 3.
Drop down to 11.
Let me go to 11. Isaiah 47 and 11.
Oh, Shalom King.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee.
Yasharallah. Shalom King. Shalom.
Thou shalt not know from whence.
Then you start over. Verse 11. That's 47, right?
Yeah. Isaiah 47 and 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee.
Therefore shall evil. So you've been revealed, and they've seen that you guys caused all these issues, that you did it, Esau, Edom, your people, your descendants, all that. They said they shall complain about an unrighteous father. They said we didn't do it. That was our ancestors. No, you are your ancestors. We've seen what you have, and now that's why destruction is going to be. After that, you're going to get Micah 4th chapter, the first verse.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth.
So you guys, that's why the Lord said, as soon as they about to fill their belly, because you're not going to know, it's going to hit you so hard and so fast that you just vomit up. You know, when you hit someone while they're meant to eat it or right after they eat, they vomit it up. They can't even have a time to digest it. It's going to come to you so fast. It's like, damn, we had it all. And they said in 1 hour, Babylon the Great has fallen. That old virgin, like fucking demons. That one's in Revelation. No, you're on, read down to verse 12. Stand by that enchantment.
Isaiah 47 and 12. Stand now with thine enchantment.
Stand by all the shit you have been doing now. Since now you've been revealed, you might have just keep it. It was your that was your success thing, and you were doing it. You might as well keep it. Keep doing what you're doing, because we revealed, we know that what's going to happen to you is you're going to go into slavery. You're going to be put in slavery for 1,000 years. And then when the Lord is done with you and kingdom's all beautiful-eyed and we start going to other planets, then we're going to burn you to nothing. Nor root or branch is going to be left. And And that's what the Lord says. So you might as well continue to put in these witchcraft and put in these spells on these wicked ass women, because you are the Lord's sword. The Lord needs someone to punish all the wicked of our people, to do the vile shit, because we ain't gonna do it. But some of these women, some of these men need to get what they have been doing all their life. So they need a lot of people that need to be raped, because the Lord said your wife shall be ravished. So we don't have these NATO fucking troops come in and smash the in-dove's mouth in and rape her. And that's what the Lord said. And that's what it needs to be happening. So we need someone to do the dirty work. So might as well stand.
Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries.
The multitudes. You guys did way too much. You made a whole entertainment field. The entire hip-hop industry, all that, it's just a big-ass spell. And you guys did all of it. So you might as well, what you created, that's why the Lord said, let the snares, he was talking about, David was talking towards our people, but it worked both hands, because it went exactly to you. The things that you did has come. So you caused our people to be animals. So now you don't have to deal with those niggas. When they come and kick open your door and hit your daughter in the face, destroy you, you're gonna have to deal with hip-hop culture. That all they do, these fucking demons, all they do is shoot each other, smoke weed, do drugs, and do just fucking vile shit. Well, you're gonna have to deal with that shit. Because they're gonna come to those rich man's houses. They're gonna come when food is scarce, they come in and kicking over the wealthy of these Moabites, of these fucking Ishmael, of fucking Ammon. All nations about to get it.
Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
From your youth, from conception, from the fucking Borgiers, from all you guys been doing was doing witchcraft. Soon as you guys got out the caves, your hairy ass went straight up and started putting in spells, trying lying, deceiving. But that's what the Edom is. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie. I'm gonna grab this. This is Psalm chapter 55. I'm gonna start at 20. For he has put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. So you guys, we know how you guys, what they did to the Native Americans, what you did to the Taino Indians, Ephraim, all that stuff. You guys made treaties, said you were going to do that, and you broke it. So people that was there to help you. The Native Gad said, hey, that fucking Thanksgiving, they said, here's this food, here's how to farm. People that were being at peace with you, and you guys laid hands and poisoned them, because you guys didn't do it straight up. Either the Lord blessed you with a machine that like the Gatling gun to take out our people, or you guys are doing these smallpox blankets and doing all these trickery. That's what you guys did. Which he has broken his covenants. So always breaking treaties, always doing this thing to our people. For verse 21, the words of his mouth are smoother than butter. So we know that all this liberal stuff that we're for these people, hey, vote. We're going to look at every time the Democrats, which our people are fucking ignorant, because the Democrats is the same party. And when you were in slavery, it said, keep these niggas in slavery. That was the South. That was their party. KKK, you didn't understand, the KKK party is Democratic. They're not Republican. I don't know what the hell is wrong with our people that you really, really trust in our enemies. Now you think they're going to be for you? You think, just 25, 35 years ago that they were calling you niggas, and now they're saying, we will give you all the money you want. You know it's a trick. What was Margaret Sanger? Was she a Republican? Isn't Bill Gates a fucking Democrat? I'm not sure on that, but most likely, giving all that money, they say they're gonna give 99% of their money as they have, but then they get paid on their fucking nonprofit, which is just getting free money from people and then using it as a personal bank check to do stuff and cause things that they want, like the bees in Africa. Let's see and test on these Hamites, and most likely because they always go into areas where it's a lot of fucking Jake, where our people, God, smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, and the words were softer than oil, yet he drawn sword. We seen that you doing, hey, we're for you. We're really trying to save your life. Take these bees. And then now you see that 600 million people died, were injured because of that. A lot of deaths. And they said, wasn't it for you? They said, oh, you won't even get sick anymore. You can't even you can't get sick. Even if that for years people been getting the flu, V, for years, and you still get the fucking flu. So now COVID-19, Slovakia, damn, Slovakia. Oh God, I'm getting taken down. But CV, whatever, is gonna stop it. Demons. Cast thy burdens upon the Lord, and he shall sustain you. That's who's gonna be sustain our people. To continue. What were you in it?
Yeah. Continue on. Isaiah going down, continuing on. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail.
So,
Let me start over. Read it to the top. Isaiah 47:12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou mayest prevail.
So wasn't it been working all this time? So why would it not work? Because the Lord is done with you, Esau Edom. Now it's time that we lift up the banner until it reaches the nobles. The nobles are seeing it. So now you're seeing these Project Blue Beam. Which is because, of course, the chariots are there, but then they're going to also try to deceive you. This is the devil. This is the devil we're speaking of. And that's the same trick. Deceive, order, abkea. So back into this. Verse 12, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is clear contrary to our doing. He upbraided us with the offending of the law. So it's telling them that what have you done? So it's in the 58th chapter of Psalms. Let me just look it up. Bear with me.
Psalms 58 at the top.
I'm going to look it up. No, it's Psalms 50, start at 16.
Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, God saith, what hast thou do to declare my statutes, or that thou should have taken my covenant in thy mouth?
So you guys literally stole our identity, did all this stuff, and then you guys said you were the people of God. Then you said this is a God-fearing nation. So what have you did? What have you did to declare the Lord's statute? What have you did to set forth the Lord's laws? What have you did to make sure that everything was set in the right order? And that's why that we're clear contrast, and that's why we're offending you for the law. This is Isaiah chapter 26, because he told you this. Verse 10, let favor be shown unto the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness in the land of upright. He will not deal unjustly. I mean, he will deal unjustly. That he already knew that you guys are you're the wicked. That's what you don't do. You'll continuously be wicked. So you guys got the world, the fatness of the earth. You didn't declare the Lord's laws. You didn't do anything for the Lord's people. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Shalom, elder. In the land of uprightness, you deal unjustly. You will not behold his majesty of the Lord. You will never be able to understand what the Lord has shown. So you guys got this whole encompassed planet. You guys got the fatness of the earth, and you got the sword. And you guys still couldn't do anything right. The Lord knew you guys were going to fail. So back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, so this is what they're saying about our people. He professed to have knowledge of God. So he that's why the Lord told us to lift up a banner in Babylon. To lift up, he said, because we do know the law. The Lord put the Spirit on us. He said, Romans, the 13th, 11th verse, the Spirit, you want to just get it? 13 and 11. Romans? Yeah. Spirit bear witness, that we are the children of God, because we know the law. We tell them that this is not great to do. If you're having LGBT whatever people, that you're going to get destroyed. That if you're eating pork, that the earth is going to start not being in order. If you eat oysters, that the rivers are going to start being dirty, having poison, being acidic, taking off the pH balance of the planet. So now you see when a fire is burning now, that is poisoning the entire world, because less and less forest and more carbon just causes issues, which is retarded, because they're trying to put a global lockdown for climate, but it's retarded. Trees eat carbon, so the more carbon in the atmosphere, more trees will grow. They'll have more food. So I don't know how they don't understand that. They tell you that trees breathe carbon and take out oxygen, and then we breathe oxygen. So it's a continuous balance, but they say, nope, it's too much. Let's cut down more trees. Fucking idiots.
Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep.
So, yeah, I'm going to look it up actually. But yeah, that's just the spirit. It is high time, our people. That's what we went into. That to wake up out of sleep. We see that everything's happening. We see in the prophecies. He said, lift up a banner. Is it spirit bear witness that you can just drop to the point?
To what verse?
Spirit bears witness. You don't know what it is?
It's
that we are the children. It's the same stuff. I'm just looking up real quick. Oh, it's 8 and 16. I got it mixed up. I just had that on my mind because I seen that lesson right before. There's 8 and 16.
Gotcha.
He said, because we profess to know the knowledge of God. And how do we know? And how we know that we are the people and that we have the knowledge of God? First, we have the Holy Spirit. Do you see any other race of people out here on the highways and hedges telling our people to repent? They're telling us that what things are good, that have that light that the Lord has put forth, which is the scripture, which is the testimony of Yahushua. Got it?
Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh power, and if children thine heirs of Yahweh power, and joint heirs with Yahushua HaMashiach.
Joint heirs with Yahushua, but the Spirit bears witness. We didn't say, we profess because the Spirit is telling it. The Spirit is speaking expressly that we are. So they're saying this, so we're back into the point. They profess to have knowledge of God and call himself the children of the Lord. No, the Spirit is telling us, because we're doing what the scriptures have said. We're in places right in the public, like I'm in Victoria Gardens. And do you see a Edomite, a so-called white man on the street saying, hey, repent, the kingdom of heaven is here? Do you see them telling that what's going on, telling you these prophecies, telling you why the things are the way they are, telling you that the RFID is the charagma? Or you see anyone doing that? Verse 14, he was made to reprove our thoughts. That's the Lord made the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, the so-called Latinos, the people to be judges of the earth, the people that are going to, he gave it to Yahushua. So he said that we're joint heirs Didn't he give it to Yahushua? Ask me, and I shall give thee the heathen, the judge, and put this place in order. So we're going to be joint heirs as of Yahushua. So he was made to reprove our thoughts. And this is what the mind of Esau Edom. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men. His ways are in another fashion. They said, Jacob is the former of all things. That when you see a certain aspect in life, or a trend, or how things are done, like, dang, why is he doing it so smooth? Well, that's an Israelite. That's a man of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, showing that that's how it be done. See, basketball, which it was actually created by the Gadites, but then when Esau Edom got in power and they started bringing these bread and circuses, they had an all-Edomite league, an all-Edomite baseball league, an all-Edomite football even started. You can't even really have Jake, but it was kind of getting more, because football was the later, so it had a little bit of Jake. You've seen it suck. In reality, if you're actually known and understand sports and you watch it with a honest heart, you know that that shit wasn't inside it. It sucked. It was sorry. All the athletes, they can't dunk. They're short. You didn't see the shit. But then when Jake start getting in it, what happened? They start getting excited, and you start seeing things like, I didn't know someone can jump from the free throw line. I didn't know. Look at Kevin, what is his name? Stephen Curry,
yeah.
He can shoot from the free throw line. Now I just seen that. Now what are high school kids doing? Now all of them just shoot threes now. Now it's the highest scoring that it has ever been. And that's Jake. You only get that from Israelites. But it's not like other men. Everything they do is just beautiful. We are esteemed of him as Salakia. We are esteemed of him as counterfeit. He is stained from our ways as filthiness. So you guys are. You guys stole. You guys know you are. That's why you guys call your Ashkenazi Jews. Why do you call that? Ashkenazi was the son of Japheth. And you say, oh, because we come from, because you guys didn't say that before, but now you guys saying it's because we come from the land where the Ashkenaz, which is Japhetic people, right around in the German area. But you know what happened? Because you took you demons from out of that place after you guys were getting ran after everyone because you guys are a vagabond in the earth. You are counterfeits. And he abstained from our ways of filthiness. So we're not doing what the Tom move or doing everything they're doing, biting off little baby thing for circumcision, doing sucking the blood like some fucking weirdo, or doing any of that fucking. It's a one thing in the town that if someone did certain things that they have to boil in male's excrements, semen, boiling. Well, first of all, how are you going to get it? Like, just getting it is fucking weird. You won't never see Jake just being a thing. That's some Edomite shit. He pronounced our end to just be blessed and make a boast of the God his Father. The Spirit bears witness. Let us see if his words be true. So you guys know that, and we have lifted the banner now to the gates of the nobles. So they said, all right, if they are, let's see how many we can pay off. Let's see if we can kill enough that they'll stop. Let's see if the Lord is really with them. Because it's been so long that you devils really think the Lord is with you. Let's get back in the veered off, but maybe it's the spirit to just get on Esau. So as we started in
Holding that
Micah, the 4th chapter. Yeah, start out.
Micah, chapter 4. Micah,
Malachi.
Mike.
Get Malachi.
Malachi.
It's the last book in the Old Testament. All right.
What verse you want?
Start at the first verse. Let me read this real quick. This is because we didn't even finish this one.
Okay.
Bouncing around. So let me grab that. This is Isaiah chapter 13, continuing. Verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones, and I have also called my mighty ones from my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. So who are those? Who is the one that he put? Are we in a spiritual army? The nobles. We're gonna drop down because we're gonna get to the point because we went out. Yes, verse 6. All ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and it shall come as destruction from the Almighty. So the day of the Lord is at hand. That's why we saying, we preach life. We're saying, repent to our people. But we're telling you nations that the day of the Lord is coming where your kingdom is going to be destroyed because of your doing, because the riches got by the sea. We're going to get that 2 seconds. For therefore shall all the hands be faint, and every man's hand shall melt. They shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. Sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that's in travail. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be aflame. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay this land desolate, and shall destroy the sinner thereof out of it. So we're seeing that the Lord is about to destroy this entire place with ICBM missiles, to destroy all the wicked people, all these proud people, because of the things that you guys have did, the things that you thought you can just wipe under the table of all the wickedness you have did. That pride really got to you. So you can get it.
Malachi 1st chapter 4 and verse 1. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
An oven. And why is it going to burn? Because the Lord's army that are. So we were talking about that army when we just went through because we wanted to get down to that point. Is the Lord also has weapons of his army, a part of his army, and those are those ICBM missiles. Because everything is for the Lord. The Lord used it. He created the smith. He caused you to make these weapons for the part of his army to drop down. And now when you guys see it, you're going to run all and cry. Who's those mighty ones?
And all the proud, ye and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
So it's not all Israel's going to be saved, but 2/3 of our people have to be cut off and die. So you wicked niggas is about to get burnt up like the heathen here because you guys have been doing wickedly. But all the proud, because even our people have been proud. But Esau, Edom, you have no chance. You might as well be in the bunker, get in line with one of these fucking elite families, be a fucking, and go in their bunker so you can be preserved for slavery. Because if you're just one Trumper, Edomite, that think you gotta really take back this country to your little pea shooter when they have fucking kamikaze drones and missile launchers. You know what a javelin is? A javelin is a kind of missile launcher that he points at you, and then it becomes a heat-seeking missile that you shoot, and it's going to follow you no matter what. It's an anti-aircraft. And you don't even, they might have these little-ass drones, and they think they can fight the fucking U.S. military. Come on, man. You guys are retarded. We're going to get into that, too.
Shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
So everyone that is not the elect, the remnant that the Lord has gathered is going to be melted, become part of this picture, which is what's going to happen. That's why in Isaiah the 30th, it's going to be doleful creatures, and nothing's going to be of devils. Everything is just going to be nothing here. It's going to be desert creatures, and then you guys are going to be part of the soil. You're going to be melted in the glass, just like Sodom and Gomorrah. You're going to be an example, and then when we want to scare some heathen, when they act, you know, they might have thoughts in their mind of rebelling. We're going to see that, but we're going to say, well, it's going to be like a museum. See, this is what happens when a nation doesn't follow Yahweh Bashim God. After we whoop your ass, after we kill you a couple times, we're going to say, we're only trying to help you. Because it's true, isn't it?
That it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
No root nor branch. So nothing's going to be here. And that's also going to the people, because when Esau, Edom, when you get destroyed, you're not going to have anything to grow out of it. You guys are just going to be no more. You're going to be poop. Obadiah 1:18. But everything here is not going to be nothing like here. You got three something?
Continue on.
No, let me see. Hold on. Yeah, you can do it because that's a duality. Yeah.
But unto you that fear my name,
Unto the ones that are lifting the banner that the Lord has said, unto the ones that come back to the Lord and repent, unto the ones that fear Yahweh by Shemi outside and hear this word and start changing their ways, what's going to happen?
shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
And it's spelled like son. So sometimes someone can use that as a, oh, look, see, like, no. Like, you know, like Christian dogma. But it's talking about Yahweh Shai. When Yahweh Shai, that's when that healing, that's when the Lord is going to call us up and give us those new bodies. That's when everything's going to be all right. Because when we're, Lord willing, if we're of that number, when we're in those chambers and it's shut, seeing this melted glass that's on the ground, now we're going to see, damn, everything's all right now. Everything's going to be okay. And we know that the kingdom of heaven is here. And we're just sitting, drinking wine, waiting for the crown ceremony.
Healing in his wings.
Healing.
And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
Continue.
And he shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet.
So have you ever wondered why he said, who is them that come from Bosra with
dyed garments
of Bosra? Who is them? We ever wonder when you step on grapes, you tread them, you start getting your clothes with that looking of blood because so tread down. And also you wicked women, that's why they say tread like the mire of the street. All the wicked.
shall ashes under their soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this.
Because when the Lord also comes, the chariots are also going to turn you guys into dust. And then when people are running and all that stuff, but ashes, you're going to be nothing. It's going to just be evaporated dust.
And
that's it.
Okay.
This is back in Isaiah chapter 13. Verse 10. And the stars of heaven and the constellation shall not give their light. Because when a nuclear bomb happens, that ash and those clouds go up in the sky and it blocks out the sun, which causes nuclear winter. So you're going to see it's not getting light 144. And then it's black, bringing that death. Color outside. But when it happens, that everything, like it gets blocked out, so you won't be able to see it. That's like, you don't ever wonder, like, think about an ice age or something like that. That's what's going to happen. But it's not going to be. It's going to be for a short time. But we won't have to worry about it because nobody's about to be living over there. All the other places are going to be moved out their places. But all the bombs, all the ICBMs, or most of them actually, are going to hit Babylon the Great, and some might hit other places, especially the ones in the Holy Land right now, because that shit's defiled. That it just needs to be cleaned up too. But thus said the Lord, that's what's going to happen. And the going forth, and the moon shall not cause light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evils, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the ignorance of the proud to cease. So you won't see when Esau and this place is destroyed, that pride is going to be wiped off. The entire everyone. They're going to be scared to fight Yahweh Shai. The Lord's going to put up the spirit on them to fight them again, but they're going to be scared to do it. They're going to bug out. That pride is going to be destroyed. Thus said the Lord. And we'll lay low the haughty. Those are the high ones. Those high families, those elite families. When they're in their bunkers, they're going to be fucking crying. So let the rocks fall on us that they can't see. And the terrible one, and we're going to get back to that. You can get it. Go into Isaiah, the 13th chapter. Start at 12, but I'm going to grab something. This is Amos, chapter 2. Amos chapter 9, I'm going to start at 2, to the point. Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. So although even the elites, they're going to seeing a giant mothership, because when they come, every eye is going to see, and every knee is going to bow. They're going to be trying to get away. Let the rocks and things fall upon us, and the Lord is going to dig you guys out of those bunkers that all you see these celebrities and now are doing. They're going to dig in there and take you guys out. And then you see that Elon Musk and who else? The Branson guy, I'm trying to think, that made Virgin Mobiles, and fucking the Amazon guy. What are they all saying about mountains? Yeah, not mountains, of spaceships to try to go to different planets. Well, the Lord is going to bring that ass down. You're going to just take you down. And through they hide themselves in the top of the Carmel. You know, a lot of giant military government bunkers are in mountains. They did it like there's one around Mount Rushmore. I'm trying to think, because it's like a natural, like from nuclear waste and nuclear bombs, all that cement. I'm not gonna concrete and all that stuff that you can't get nuclear radiation through it. So the Lord is going to take you, and I will search and take them out, and they be hid in my sights in the bottom of the sea. Thence I will command that serpent. And that's the real Leviathan. That Godzilla, people say that are the giant sea monsters, Megatron, and all the ones that everyone has these stories about. They're gonna come and take you guys out, because what's that movie with Kristen Stewart, or they were out in the bottom of the sea, this giant I'm not nervous. I can't remember. Yeah, it was another Godzilla movie when they had like all different species of Leviathan, and they have these underwater ocean bunkers. Well, Lord's gonna have them, and he shall bite thee. And I will go through their captivity before the enemy. Thence I will command the sword, and they shall slay them. And I will set my eyes upon for evil and not for good. So it's gonna be just bad times for Esau Edom.
Go to Isaiah. Isaiah 13, start at the top.
12, because I was already in it, but I want you to read it because I'm good at it.
Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Ophir. So that's a high level amount of gold. That's like a pure level of gold. Well, the Lord is going to make those men of the Lord, the ones that fear Yahweh Shem Shai, those ones that the Lord is going to come with healing in his wings. He's going to make them precious. That's when that's when Isaiah 4 and 1. When they see all this stuff, that's when it's like, damn, is these the men? Are these the ones? Because that strangeness of our salvation will come. They're going to see that.
See you on 13. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place.
Shake the heavens. So what happens when bombs or these things happen? That it's going to move places. Things are going to shake like a drunkard from different places. Let me just move my little phone. Hold on. Read that again.
Okay, I'll start from the top. Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
So he said the earth is going to shake the heavens and move them out of this place. Look at this. It's another precept, because how do you know things? Precept upon precept. This is Isaiah chapter 24. Why is it going to do that? Because I'm going to start at 19. And the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is cleaned us off. The earth is moving exceedingly. Because how is it going to be moving and then also be cleared us off? What can do that? What power can do that? That's those ICBM, those nuclear bombs that everyone's talking about. Is going to melt this place, and then that force, that G-force, is going to cause everything to start moving. And the earth shall careen to and fro like a drunkard. So it's going to be moving around, falling on places. Islands shall be moved out of their places because of that. And shall be removed like a goddess. Transgression shall be heavy upon it, and shall fall and not rise again. So,
continue on. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land.
So everyone, all these heathen, they're gonna try to go back to the places where they came from. They're gonna say, "Oh shoot, we see it when it gets close." They say, "We see it happening." When we see all this bad stuff and the Jacob trouble and all that stuff, and then he's like, "Damn, we got to get the hell out of here. Babylon the Great it's the whole world's gonna be bad." They said, but here it's gonna be so bad. Continue.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Everyone. The Lord is gonna get all the ones that the Lord deems that need to be destroyed. The number that He wants to be destroyed, they're gonna be killed. That's what the Lord says.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
And everyone that, so just like this, joined in hand, you sent and sold out and did stuff for Esau, Edom, well, you're going to be killed too. You're going to be destroyed. Thus said the Lord.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Isaiah means songs. They said, happy is he that dashes the kiss of the stone. You guys did it to our people, so we're going to be, the Lord's going to put a spirit, but I already have that heart that I fucking hate you, Mike. I already want to smash a little piece of my baby's head. But I'm not going to do it. We're peaceful men. That we have to say that, but like, we're peaceful men. We let the Lord do it. But when He gives that green light and He puts a spirit on us to it, babies, little red babies, going to be destroyed.
Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Ravished. So why did I say that earlier about the day? That's what's going to happen. You see, but the Esau, even the Shedomites don't like it. It's like, damn, they don't love the heathen. They're like, you know how those demons be liking it anyway. Fuck it.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yeah, so when the NATO troops get in and come, they're going to be smashing you demons, doing all these things against you demons. This is what happened. They're going to be killing, raping. That's what they're going to do. That's why Esau Edom is needed. The wicked are the Medes, those Russians, because, Satan is against Satan. The Lord's going to use Satan against him. Drop down to the last verse and we're going to end off. Hold on, let me see.
Look, 13 and okay, I got 13 and 21.
Yeah, because my voice is getting a little ratty.
Okay. Isaiah 13 and 21. But wild beasts of the desert.
Get 19.
Isaiah 13 and 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
So that's what's going to happen to us. As when the Sodom and Gomorrah, how did it got overthrown? It was destroyed with thermonuclear destruction, but through the heavens. He dropped fire and brimstone on it. And now the Lord created this army of fire and brimstone to drop down on you devils to destroy this wicked ass kingdom.
It shall never be inhabited.
Never be inhabited. Never.
Neither it be dwelleth in from generation to generation. Neither shall the
Arabian.
Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there.
Arabian means mixture of people, if you wonder, but tents. We're like talking about the merchants. You won't see no people sell in and get it. Hey, let's go over here and get the export because it's going to be just dust.
Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
Nope. No farming, no agriculture. It's going to be fucking monument of destruction.
But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there.
Doleful creatures, creatures of like the desert. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Shah Brakatah, Shalom. The Don, I believe, of Issachar, Bon Issachar. I like your lesson. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Shah Brakatah. Oh, and Shalom, Gadya, Gabardia. That's the brother that's with the elder. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Shah Brakatah.
Shalom. Owls
But
shall,
nothing's going to be there after it. It's going to be destroyed and be dust and nothingness. And that's why the Lord told us to lift up a banner. Because this place is going to be judged for the wickedness that have that did. They're going to be judged with the Lord's people when he makes them their battle axes to give us the spiritual power that he's going to give these thermonuclear destruction and the chariot. Everything's going to be upon you, evil demon. That's because the wickedness you have did. All the things that you have did is pain. That's why the Lord made your sins reach up to the mountain. So he can show nations why he is called Alashadra. Why is he called that? Why is God? He's the God of everything. He is that terrible demon-like power.
continue on.
End off the last verse.
Okay, it says, so the creatures and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant places, and here in her time.
Desert creatures. So you see a lizard. When you ever walk in the desert, you see lizards, vultures, owls. That's what a satyr is. All the animals like that are going to be here. When they're doing their migration period to help, it's going to be a lot of birds. The kingdom's going to be beautiful with all the forests and nuts. They're going to have to, breed somewhere because they're not going to be in Jerusalem. They're going to be in Jerusalem to make it look beautiful. They don't have to breed somewhere. We're going to have a perfect place for the animals to dwell and a monument of why you don't fuck with Yahweh Bashim Al Shai.
And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
So we see it. We see them. We see the prophecies that Sihip is here. So you guys, your days are numbered, devils. So the Lord is going to destroy you. So we're going to end off with that. So the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Al Shai for tuning in to the lesson. And we want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakapradas. The Wadi Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Shalom, King.
Shalom.